Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will go on the attack first. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages, and that's what this guy...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. A lot of way there to pick up the first down.
And I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Mississippi State going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Everett. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Everett. Turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes...
There he goes! Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This time it's complete. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Unloads quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Looking for a big play. Makes a grab on the shot. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Lining up for the PAT.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. They believe they can run right here. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Powers through. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into the end zone. Complete on the comeback. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. He goes after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And they pay off the drive with the touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He lost one down the sideline. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Leaves it with the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Bean. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Easy.
He'll do it himself. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Ready up.
Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Francis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Everett. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. To throw on 3rd down. Working that left side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play fake. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he almost ran that baby all the way into the locker room. What a way to end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but
lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Mississippi State, 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They get to him as he throws. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Jukes his way for more. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Smashes it between the uprights.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They want to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on! They stopped him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Bust through behind his pad.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to slam it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play. It's now 4th and goal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He is denied. Stopped just just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the one and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. The hand to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Oh, what a cut! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
Well, no mystery on that play caller, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Looking downfield on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find it.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown.
Fires one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
He'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to...
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.